The Byamp Portland Jazz Festival is underway in Portland, and tomorrow you can catch up with up-and-coming artist Lizzie. Now, she was born in the Bronx, raised in New Jersey, now living in Nashville after college on the West Coast. Her musical stylings are as diverse as the places she's called home. This Sunday you can watch her weave together country, alternative, neo-soul, folk, jazz, all that in one show at Polaris Hall.
I'm always thinking of what performers am I channeling? Who am I in conversation with? Many of them are jazz artists, many of them are rock artists, many of them are folk artists. And it's all the people who came before me that make me who I am now, no matter what genre they came from.
I came to sell all the hurt I couldn't keep, and she gives me that box to fill.
How would you describe your sound to somebody that hasn't heard you perform before?
I would describe myself as if Sheryl Crow and Alice Coltrane came together to make a rock band. A mix of country, folk, rock, blues, and little touches of jazz here and there.
So if you're hurting, crying, lying on the bedroom floor, come on down to the Heartbreak Store.
I mean, genre bending is definitely something that's top of mind at the moment.
I agree, and I think it started with the queer activism that we've seen over the last 20 years around putting trans and gender nonconforming and non-binary people to the front. The exact same thing is happening in music. Creative people are realizing that the categories that we've been put in aren't big enough to contain our creativity. And the most exciting thing for me as a music fan, not only just as a creator, is seeing the artists who are I don't care what this genre is supposed to be. I am going to share all of the different influences and shades and tones that I have within me as an American artist.
Bring your memories, his house beats, can't stay on the ring no more, sell them all at the Heartbreak Store.
I love Portland so much.
What about it?
The people are so wacky. That's number one. It's such a legendary place for indie music. People want to hear what's different. People want to hear artists being genuinely themselves. And so everyone's so warm and welcoming because of that, because people genuinely want to hear a different story than they've ever heard before.
Yeah, when you're hurting, crying, lying on the bedroom floor, come on down to the Heartbreak Store.
Our opener, Julia Logue, is incredible too. So it's going to be such a sick night of two independent women artists bringing our own take on jazz and blues and folk and the future.
There are so many great concerts as part of the Byamp Jazz Festival going on in Portland. Free music around town. Brilliant acoustic guitarist Adlai Alexander performing at noon at the Nines Hotel tomorrow. You can head to McMiniman's Al's Den at 6 p.m. to see Chance Hayden's Desert Room All-Stars featuring Shelley Rudolph. At 7, the Burlingame Space, the Conversation Quartet, presents a jazz-inspired tribute to some of the most influential names in music, from the Beatles to Sinatra. Sunday night, 2 great shows to choose from with Lizzie, by the way, at 8 p.m. at Polaris Hall, and 8-time Grammy-winning bassist, composer, bandleader Christian McBride takes the stage at Revolution Hall with Ursa Major, local talent the Ziana Trio. Head to coin.com or scan that QR code on your screen for the complete festival lineup. Again, so many concerts going on this weekend.